We are going to talk about Kaiser's scorecard for his temperament test, and he's such a sweet boy. So what we're looking for here, you need to first understand that there isn't like a good or a bad on the spectrum. That's not what the low, medium, high is. It's just a spectrum to give us a gauge of where the puppy's traits are at. So the first thing that you'll notice is that I place the puppy into the testing area alone, and then I just observe them for a few moments. I see whether they have their tail up, is their tail down, are they checking out the new obstacles, exploring the area, or are they just sitting there and completely overwhelmed? And I scored him a medium. So throughout the test, confidence-wise, I gave him a medium. When I first put him in there, he explored things. His tail was up. Nothing really kind of shook him from the course. He was up to trying new things. There wasn't really anything that he was afraid of, which is great to see. Assertiveness, I gave him a medium. You notice as I crawl into the testing area, a dog that's low assertive, kind of like army like crawls where they need coaxing over, and a high assertive dog kind of jumps into your lap and immediately needs to be in your face. He was very polite about it. He crawls into my lap and then he kind of casually looks up at me and he's kind of looking for the next steps to see what's going to happen. And then I pick him up and he's just very happy to be in my arms. Motivation level. Okay, so this is also the workability of a dog. How much are they going to want to work for their handler? What is going to be their intrinsic desire to please you? So he scored a low here, which just means that he might need a little bit more motivating. Or if there's a family that is happy to do less, like if, for example, a family that wants to do like intense agility and whatnot, or glasses, Kaiser's probably not your guy. He is lower on the energy spectrum, and I think he's just going to be a happy-go-lucky, ho-hum kind of fella. He's going to be a wonderful companion. He's going to be very happy to be a cuddle buddy, and I think he's going to require less mental stimulation likely than some of the higher energy pups. Nerve strength and resiliency. So his ability to handle stress. I gave him a high. There was nothing I gave him a high. There was nothing that kind of shook him. There was nothing that overly stressed him out. He just kept on trucking. Touch tolerance. So this is not whether they enjoy it. This is the compliance. He got a high. Kaiser has been my baby since day one. He is happy to be cradled like a baby. He loves massages. He's gonna be the best couch potato I think there is on the block. He loves his snuggles. Energy level, I gave him like a low to a medium. I don't want to say he's a low energy because I do think that as he gets a little bit older, he's gonna have some pep in his step. But he's usually the first one to go for a nap, and he didn't do any sitting in the test. Often what we're looking for in a low energy dog is they do a lot of sitting or they take breaks throughout the testing, and he didn't do that. He never really ran, if you notice. He just kind of walks everywhere doing everything he does. He was very happy to just do everything at a slower pace. Sound and sight sensitivity, he was a medium. So what we're looking for here is not whether or not they notice the sight or the sound. So for the sight, you notice I pop the umbrella and I see if he notices kind of that sudden movement. And for the sound, I do the shaker and see if he notices. What you'll see is that he notices. He's definitely not stressed by it, and then he comes and explores it or investigates right away. So that's great. Prey drive, low. And I think this kind of goes hand in hand with the motivation level. He's not super motivated. The energy level is a little bit on the lower, that he's like, yeah, just don't really want to chase that ball. Human focused, I gave him a medium. He was very happy to follow me around, and then I think he just kind of petered out. Again, I think the chill nature in him was like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to hang out a little bit by myself. And then he would come find me again and check in. Tender-hearted, highly tender-hearted. He notices. So I do this where I like pretend to cry on the floor and see if they notice. And he just like curled right up into my face. And he was very worried about me. Actually, all of Scotty's babies scored high for tender-hearted. It was adorable. Dog friendliness, he got a neutral. He just didn't seem to notice that the dog was there much. Just wasn't bothered. He didn't really care one way or the other. So that's Kaiser. I think he's going to be a pretty chill dude. Yeah, he's gonna be a really lovely companion.